I want to begin with a simple clarification. I, Deepak Chopra, have never claimed to be a guru. Although I've spent much of my life writing and speaking on spiritual matters from my own experience, study, intuition, and ongoing inquiry. And I'm getting to be close to 80 years, just so you know. So what I'm about to say is not a put down on gurus. I myself was the mentor of one, and I know how precious a true teacher can be. A genuine guru does not inflate the ego. A genuine guru exposes it. That is why the word can be sacred when it is lived authentically. But when the identity of guru becomes a costume, a brand, a throne, or a psychological hiding place, it can become a great hindrance to awakening. Spiritual pride is the ego's final and most sophisticated disguise. It is much easier to notice pride when it says, I'm richer, smarter, more powerful, more famous. It is much harder to notice when it whispers, I'm more awakened, more pure, more conscious, more evolved. The ego has no objection to spirituality as long as it gets to be the one who is spiritual. This is where humor is helpful. The ego can walk into a meditation hall, remove its shoes, bow solemnly, quote the Upanishads, and still secretly hope everyone noticed how humble it looked. It can speak of egolessness with great authority. It can even announce, I have transcended the ego, which is usually the ego holding a press conference. Awakening is not an achievement of the person. It is the falling away of the illusion that the person was ever separate from the whole. So the moment I claim I am awakened, there is a danger that the I has quietly returned through the back door wearing saffron robes. This does not mean that teachers should never teach or that wisdom should never be shared. If one has learned something through suffering, grace, meditation, inquiry, love, or silence, it is natural to offer it. But offering is very different from self-coronation. Teaching can be service. Claiming can be imprisonment. The real danger of spiritual pride is that it stops the journey prematurely. Once I believe I have arrived, I stop listening. I stop being surprised. I stop being corrected by life. I may still use beautiful language, but I have lost the fragrance of beginner's mind. And without beginner's mind, even the highest teaching becomes stale. I have also learned that vulnerability is much closer to truth than spiritual grandiosity. To say I'm still learning may be more awakened than saying I'm awake. To say I do not know may be more sacred than quoting scripture perfectly. To laugh at one's own contradictions may be more liberating than pretending to have none. A true teacher does not need to manufacture authority. Their presence carries a certain transparency. They do not demand worship. They invite freedom. They do not create dependence. They point beyond themselves. In the best cases, the guru is not a personality cult, but a doorway, and the best guru eventually disappears into the teaching. Spiritual pride, by contrast, makes the doorway more important than the destination. It says, look at me. Wisdom says, look through me. Pride says, I possess truth. Awakening says, truth is what remains when the possessor disappears. There's also a subtle sadness in spiritual pride. Beneath the performance is often insecurity. The person claiming superiority may secretly be afraid of emptiness, ordinariness, anonymity. But awakening does not make us special. It makes us intimate with everything. It returns us to the sacred ordinariness of breath, body, sky, grief, laughter, tea, coffee, silence, and the person standing in front of you. Perhaps the most honest statement is not, I am a guru, but life is the guru. Every relationship teaches. Every irritation teaches. Illness teaches. Aging teaches. Failure teaches. Love teaches. Death teaches. The body teaches impermanence. The mind teaches illusion. Silence teaches what words cannot reach. If I have learned anything in these 8 decades of my life, it is that awakening cannot be possessed, marketed, certified, or worn as an identity. It is not a medal pinned to the soul. It is the recognition that the soul was never separate from the infinite field of awareness in the first place. So yes, spiritual pride can be a hindrance to awakening, perhaps one of the greatest. Not because spirituality is false, but because the ego can appropriate even truth for its own survival. The antidote is humility, humor, devotion, self-inquiry, and the willingness to be nobody in particular. Am I there yet? No. And maybe that is the cosmic joke. The one who wants to be a guru must disappear before wisdom can shine. The one who wants to be awakened must soften into the mystery until there is only awakening itself. No claimant, no costume, no throne. Just awareness, quietly being everything. Jai Gurudev.